so you know where we build these machines. And Mark Hyland's going to give you the tour.
You ready?
Yeah.
So you're welcome to leave your purses here, everything here. Take your cameras with you.
Bring your cameras, everything you can take pictures of.
Bring everything you're going to take pictures of.
No, we've hidden all the stuff we don't want you to take pictures of.
Serious. So you need to get your, after they leave, your little sacks out.
You are in the studio. One of the things that really separates us from all the other machine companies out there is the amount of time, effort, and energy we put into education. Whether it's physically here in Salt Lake City, where we have that 3,000 square feet dedicated to education, or whether it's out across the world where we're doing education. We're one of the only companies who really take our education on the road. Many of the companies will take machines out to let the shows use. We not only do that, but we take educators with those machines so that we can support whoever the the teacher is. Our key emphasis there is to make sure that if you're having some sort of educational experience, that you have the best educational experience you could ever have. We believe that after that point in time, if you haven't bought one of our machines, you probably have a better opportunity to purchase later. So this is the guts of Handy Quilter right here, where all the stuff happens. On your left-hand side over here is our accounting and our purchasing group. Brenda's little item right there in her fish bowl. Taking care of it. Yeah, and you're welcome to do that. And as you notice as you walked in, although that you were a little startled by all the craziness that was going on and the balloons and the fanfare, we have over 80 quilts in the building. We're quilters. Although we manufacture and although we think we do a pretty good job of doing those things, we also really are quilters. So we hope that you see that. While you're here, please wander around. If the offices are open, you're welcome to wander in all the offices, because the offices all have quilts as well. If we're having a meeting, the door's open, come on and join us. If the door's closed, we'll ask you to stay out because we probably don't want you to join our meeting. How's that? Does that work? Okay? And you're welcome to take pictures of any of those quilts. I don't know if any of you recognize any of the quilts.
I know. Would love to.
Okay? But all of your quilts are also hanging right now. And we appreciate you sending those quilts in. We did cover them up for the little celebration.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay? So anything that's up, you're welcome to take pictures of as we go along. On your right-hand side is our customer relations team. This is Whitney and Karen and Melissa. Those are the folks that if you probably called in, probably talked to them on the phone the first time. On the other side is our graphic arts group. So we're gonna take you right back into production this morning because we want to get through production before they get going too much. So you can kind of see how we put things together, and you're going to see where everything is born.
Just out of curiosity, where are your parts and pieces manufactured?
Great question. All over the world. We don't care where they're made. We're looking for the highest quality. We'll talk a little bit about when we get to production, so I can show you some of those things. Because there are certain parts that we would never make in certain parts of the world, just because they don't make them well. Same thing, whether it's here or China or Japan or India or Pakistan or Germany or England or Mexico. I mean, it doesn't matter to us as long as it's highest quality. Okay? Right behind you on the board is a representation of the United States. There's about 300 pins up there. That represents all the retail locations that we do business with. Those are our partners. The yellow represent the new people who joined us this year. White's everyone else. The red and the blue are people who won awards from us during 2006. So it could be the top volume, or it could be what we call the HQ Way Award, meaning that they're following all the precepts and principles that we think are important. Okay?
What was the red one for?
Sorry, the red one is, well, the red is a top 20 or a HQ Way. I can't remember which one. What is it? What's red?
Red is top
20. Yeah, top 20.
Blue is HQA.
And blue's HQ Way. Okay?
Top row, second.
There you are. Oh my gosh.
In Technicolor.
You fill out this here? No? Okay, I just wondered. You quilt? No?
So if there's ever a problem at retail, or if there's a problem with your machines, these are probably the guys. This is Mike And Greg also works over here. These are the guys who will be on the phone that will help you from a technical standpoint. We log every single call that comes in. We know exactly what's going on. We find out what's happening so that if there's something that we need to correct, not necessarily with the machine, but maybe some way that we present it or provide information, we can start changing some of those things out. Most of our calls that come in, believe it or not, about 80% of them, have what we call user error. So we got to help with that. Imagine that. Imagine that. And we understand that. Those are things that just happen, or you're trying to do something and you get caught up in it, and you just, something goes awry. So we try to get that taken care of. So we really have a real philosophy is we don't have a customer service. I don't believe in customer service. I think it's the wrong direction to go. So we just changed a few things around. Customer relations is what we have. We really want to have a relationship with you, with our retail partners, with our vendors, and with everyone. It's much easier whether we're having a difficult situation or a really great situation. It's much easier to have that when you have a relationship. Same thing with technical solutions. If you do really have a problem, you don't want to be serviced. You want a solution, you want it now. So hence what we call technical solutions. So a little bit of philosophy behind why we do things a certain way. Now we're going to take you into production. I'm going to have you stand in a couple certain places so we can kind of stay out of the way of some of the folks. They do have production standards to try to meet, and they also have production that they have to get done today. So they love having you here, but they love to have us in and out fairly quickly. But we'll be there. Yeah.
Holding up somebody else's machine.
We're going to show you some of those things while we're right out here. Okay. They're asking some great questions. So we're going to go right through the store. Heidi, you'll be last through. Will you close that as we come through? All right, let's go. One of the main questions that a lot of people ask us is, where do you produce your machines? Well, you're in it. We're right here. So one of the key things that separates us from our competition is that we have a staff of about 6 engineers that work for us. They sit right above us here. Some of you had their bags handed to you by some of the engineering team this morning. That's really key and critical for us because we draw every part. We source every part. And this engineering team who's helping us do that, they work directly with production to ensure that we have the highest quality parts and pieces. So, when Dave asked a question about where do we source all those parts from, where are they coming from? Literally, they're coming from all over the world because our first main goal and priority is finding the highest quality part that we can possibly find. Whether we're manufacturing ourselves or we're having somebody else manufacture it, we're trying to find the highest quality. The second is we want to find a company that's going to be working with us as a partner so that when we ask for something, we get it the way we ask for it and on time. And the third thing is the price. We want to have a fair price. You notice we don't put price first. Most companies make that fatal mistake at some point in their existence. They put price first and quality starts moving. Quality is a core value for us, and we try to maintain a very, very high quality standard in the marketplace. In fact, we believe we're the highest quality machine out there. So for instance, here's a little guessing game for you. On your machine there's a hook. That hook spins around and helps form the stitch, right? It's a very, very precise product. It's one of the most expensive pieces in your machine. So those kind of clues, where do you manufacture that?
United States.
Where?
U.S.
Unfortunately, U.S. manufacturing is pretty poor. So no. Germany? Italy? Switzerland? Sweden? All good guesses. There's 2 places in the world where you would manufacture a hook. One is in Japan, and the other is in Italy. We happen to manufacture it in Italy right now because they've been doing it for 200 and some years, and they actually make some minor modifications to that hook so that our machine can stitch in every single direction. We wouldn't do it. We actually look at other places, and the hooks look great. They don't work great. And the same thing happens. Some of our parts and pieces are literally made around the world. We're 53 of those locations. We physically work for that. Unfortunately, here in the United States, a lot of the real precise stuff is going elsewhere, and we just don't do a very good job. I'll tell you, one of our main parts is produced here in the United States for a very, very long time. In the recent years, we've moved offshore because of a high quality issues we were having with things like and we were going to come here for 15 months. Our engineers were on the blue there. We were using dollars into that company to try to do it. So it's unfortunate. I'd rather have it moved here. And that's what happened. So critical things. Over in that far corner, we're doing electronics. Those electronics are built for us, brought in, whether they're taking them and attaching them or applying them to other components, doing sub-assembly. We do a lot of sub-assembly. Sub-assembly is like this. This is all kinds of parts and pieces. We have a 7-step quality assurance plan and program that we follow. Every one of these is a part. So all these parts are manufactured quickly for us. They come in our back door. We check them in. That's the first step. We verify what we ordered, what we got. We actually take it to a parts room where they're stored. Everything has its own part number. And then we take all these parts and start pulling them together. So all of these are raw parts. The shaft is a part, this color piece is a part, the bearing is a part, this particular bracket is a part. And all those things are done on this side of the bench, in the bag, to do sub-assemblies. We'll put all these sub-assemblies together, so when we're ready to start putting the machines together, then we just put them together. That's what JP said to do over there, we have 2 extension. We'll start building those machines to scratch. The casting comes out, the casting gets just empty, and we start putting all these sub-components together. Okay? Well, a question a lot of people ask is how many machines do you produce a day? We run one shift right now, we produce 36 machines. About 12 per day. Excuse me, that was a little cold blowing. So we work through those parts and pieces. It takes about 30, 35 minutes to pull the machine together from start to finish. Okay? After that particular point, we then go through the highest quality test that we have for anybody in the marketplace. And we go through actually a 4-hour quality test. So we're actually going to show you that, because right back in this room and open this door for you, you go in there, you see machines. Some of those machines may be running this morning, some of them may not, but they sit in that room, they're actually plugged in, there's a diagnostic computer on board every single machine, and it runs a specific pattern. And what we're doing is we're putting the mechanics and electronics together, and we're trying to ensure that it's going to work perfectly for you. And it runs for 4 hours. It runs high, it runs low, it runs medium. There's a hard stop, there's a soft PPM. There's all these things that we measure as it comes out of that particular room. So we're going to let you see that process. We're going to try to see JP close to be ready to go. Okay? When we walk down this, we don't realize that every door being there, small over. Open that door, as you come out of that door, you just come out and gather back over here. Okay. Come on. Comes out of that 4-hour burn off. One of the key things we do is we do that with every single machine. We don't do random sampling. Every single machine goes through there. Comes back out to the bench right behind where Will's at. And Will's doing some final assembly, so we're getting ready for the next quality test. So we can be pretty satisfied after 4 hours of burn, what we call burn off, because we know that machine's going to run really well. So they're running exactly just like a machine, but we're not satisfied with that. We want a real cooker with a thread on it and actually cook. So we bring it out here. We got Chelsea, Rosa, and Brenda. They're working on this morning, and every machine goes through about a 20-minute setup test. We follow a very specific pattern from somewhere between 12 and 14 minutes. Doing some very specific things, and then that last several minutes, they kind of do what they want to. And practice is important. So some of them might do whatever it is. Feathers and fancy stuff, we just simple squiggles. And we're testing everything we can to keep all the variables exactly the same. Here we're using SoFi. We're trying to use a type of thread, keep it all the same. It's the same color. Number 402. So this is SoFi kind of white. And that way we can make sure that everything, so we change the threads all the time here, and all the variable in production will always change. We'll keep always the same. That's a pretty consistent thread across the board. So the SoFi sample that we use just for the test. As you're here, you'll be able to see you're going to be able to use every type of thread you can make. So after Chelsea gets done with that, every single machine has a little component put on it, just like this. It tells us who touched it, what's going on. After we put it off that bench right there, it goes into that turn-off room. It's a unique machine to us. Either we've got a serial number on it, we know exactly who touched it, who did what. All that's put into our systems. We can go back and correct things that need to be corrected, or work with the teams to find out if Chelsea really gets us over. Just see if you can do it. You just got married yesterday, so you got her very big. I'll tell you that. Okay? Any questions about production? Kind of cool. And to see that every single machine has gone through this process. Every building we've had something similar. You see it how we have it fairly tight. We don't want them to we don't want to spend a lot of time doing this back and forth. We want to go take 2 steps to the next thing, 2 steps to the next thing. This is from a warehouse standpoint, but over on this area where Shane is, we'll say hi to Shane, he's buried over there. Shane takes those machines and we actually clean them all up because you don't want to have fingerprints and dirty marks all over them. We put stickers on them, we verify everything's been done, and then Shane puts them in these lovely foam pieces, puts them in the box, and we put them either in inventory or we sticker them ready to go out. So this is kind of the old warehouse. Everything on that side of the warehouse is all stuff finished, ready to go out. Everything on this side of the warehouse, including you'll see the expansion avenue. Wow. We don't stand there. No, we approved an expansion yesterday, and looks like we're expanding.
Wow, no waiting around.
Yeah, we don't, nothing grows underneath our feet. We actually have the next building over, where we do some of our warehousing, where all the frames are inspected and gone through, and we finally said, let's blow a hole in that particular area and expand a little bit. We were slow about that. All that's already full over there.
Oh, okay.
This has all the frame systems.
Oh, okay, so it's just.
As a pass-through. As a pass-through, we're going to re-rack that side so we can get more in, and we're going to re-rack some things down here. So we gave approval for yesterday. So our warehouse over here, this is our little pick system. Carly and Lindsay over there. Arnie's hiding behind you right here. Arnie's in charge of all these crates down here. Take care of everything. You can handle everything, push everything out. Val's on the far end down there, and Adam as well. So everything that you may order or one of the retailers may order are picked right from that little area, including all your machines. This is some of the Golden Threads, yeah. We purchased Golden Threads last year at this time. And Golden Threads is part of the Handy Quilter family now.
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't realize the girl answered the phone.
Okay.
Same
Yep,
thing.
yep.
Okay.
Yep, same operation. So those are all the different things. We're gonna give you lots of chances to see and feel and touch some of those products. While you're here, yeah. We like to take you on tour, but you're going to be playing with all kinds of stuff the next couple days. So those are our folks that do that. And I think the question was asked of how many machines we kind of ship out. It really are products overall. From a standpoint of what we ship, it all depends on what you want. So we could ship 0 machines a day, and we've shipped up to 200 or 300 machines a day. It all depends on what the consumer wants to do. Our capacity to ship is whatever we have ready to go. So if we have 300 machines in stock, we'll ship 300 machines as we go out.
So you don't wait till the order is built, you do it when it comes.
We're always, very, very, very good question. We're always ahead of it. So we look at what happened last year, we look at what's happening coming up. We do a forecast for one of these things. Yeah, I think we're going to be pretty close. There's a few times where we'll have a big promotion. We might be a little bit behind. But most consumers, we find, really don't want it as soon as they buy it, which is really interesting to us.
That's because we have to find somewhere to put it.
Exactly. Or a lot of times it's you live on the East Coast, we're shipping from here, it's 5 days there, and you think, I don't want it now, give me 3 days, and then it'll come on this day, and I have a day off. So we coordinate all those things and try to work with this together. With what will become your pictures on the side of the trucks. Unfortunately, none of those trucks are here right now. They're out taking care of other events. But you'll see those things, and we'll let you know what trucks are coming to around your area for particular shows, because it's always fun to come and see your picture on the truck.
I was in aesthetic come from.
Could be.
You might have to go to Paducah next year.
Yeah, a truck will be in Paducah.
Jim House.
See the truck.
Yep, all your pictures will be on each side of the truck. We'll have pictures on it. Little
We'll be riding all those
The small picture is about this big. It's
Big enough
fun.
so the 100 yards they can recognize it.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. When you go there, it just says, it has your picture and it has your name. I can't remember if it has your hometown on it. It might have your hometown on it this one. But it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun when we see you at one of the quilt shows or one of the quilt events. We pull in, we make a big hoop to do about it, so get ready. You think it's only 15 minutes of fame?
I'm
We
gonna be
get
at
more.
MQX in Portland next week.
Your pictures don't hit till 2011.
I realize.
There will be a truck there. Portland, 2012, thank you. I'm a little behind.
MQX is in April. Will we be on
You'll be on the truck.
that? We'll be
Yeah, you'll be on the truck. It'll hit all the,
Pictures on
it'll hit all the major shows.
Hope to
So
see
a
the-
truck will be
Yes,
in
I'll be
Lancaster,
there.
it'll be in Paducah,
That's
it will
my
be at
hometown show.
MQX, it'll be at Cincinnati, but not a long time, Cincinnati Springs Quilt
I
Festival.
want to go next year.
HMQS is here. We don't have a lot of major shows.
Try to get the pictures.
Where a truck's going, I don't have the full truck schedule for 2012 yet. Michigan will be Grand Rapids next year. AQS. Yeah, AQS is having a new show in Grand Michigan. Yeah. So Grand Rapids will be there. Let's see. Road to California, which is in Ontario.
Contracted, aren't we supposed to go to all these shows?
It's part of, it's part of.
Sure, if you want to.
You pay for it.
Well, no, I'm not asking you to pay, but if I tell my husband, honey, it's
I'll go along with that. I will go along with that.
That's a yes dear question.
That's great.
That's the yes tier.
I'm
I've got to go to California, I've got to.
Here's the schedule. It says we've got to be there. It's just like.
The spokesmodel.
If you want to do that, I'll go along with it, as long as he's not bigger than me.
Same size.
Okay.
But he's a very nice guy,
Okay.
so.
All right, any other questions? 'Cause we want to get you going. It's fun to stand out here in the warehouse, but not really. I did come here to look at us and look at how nice we look here back in the warehouse. You really came to kind of enjoy yourselves and quilt, right?
Learn how to